Man, what's going on, good people, man? Welcome back to the channel. Man, hopefully everything is going good and where everybody. What I want to discuss today is I want to discuss why it's important to have a vetting system. So we're going to go ahead and get right into this topic. You know, for so many years, man, like my mentality with women was it was so messed up. Like I would go into dates thinking I got to prove myself. I have to do ABC. I gotta like do extra to make sure that she likes me. And I just wanted a chance. I always felt like I was just coming from the point of, I just want a chance. I just want you to see that I'm the one. And I always wanted women to see the good side of me. And I think that's the thing that most men go through. You just want women to see the good side of you, but it's the wrong mentality to have. You know what I'm saying? It's the wrong mentality because anytime that you're trying to prove yourself, you're making it seem that you're not enough. When you got to prove yourself, you're showing up as you are not enough. Now in your head, you may think, oh man, but that's just doing the right thing. I want the person to be able to see my value. But for me, what I realized was I had to become the value. I have to see my own value. I have to believe in myself. Because for me, for so many years, again, when I would go on dates, I wanted the woman to be able to value me. And that's not the way it works. And the thing is, I wish it worked like that, but it doesn't. You know, see, what I didn't understand was that women respect guys who respect themselves. And I didn't respect myself. I had no respect for myself. I knew internally that there was a void in my life. Something was missing. And I always felt like a woman could make me happy. But until I got into isolation, until I got alone, I understood the value that I had within myself. So a man who has value, we have to learn how to have a vetting system for women, because you don't want to be wasting a lot of time with women who are not romantically interested in you if that's what you want. And for me, I will waste so much time. I'm wasting time on women who don't want me, that's making it difficult for me, because guess what? I had never experienced a woman I was highly interested in and who was highly interested in me. And most of us men haven't experienced that. So I understand that. Like I understand the pain of like, you want this woman and you just try not to mess it up and you mess it up. You want this woman, you trying not to mess things up and you mess it up. The self-sabotage. And that happens when you feel like you have to prove yourself. This is why I speak so much on this channel about working on yourself, improving your mindset. Because until you do those things, it is going to be hard for you to have a vetting system. When I say vetting system, what I mean by that is be able to pick up on the green flags and the red flags. You have to watch, and this is not just women, this is people in general, but you want to watch people over a long period of time, because again, people can hide who they are early on. So I want to know who you really are. I want to take that mask off. I want to watch your actions. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if your actions match up with your words. How's your energy on the date? You know what I'm saying? How are you maneuvering? You know what I'm saying? How are you in conversation? I'm paying attention to all these things. See, here's the thing, man. This is where vetting gets us in trouble. This is where not having vetting hurts you. It's when you got that one girl that you really want. You just got her number the other day, and she's kind of giving you the cold shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Making you work for it. So in our brains, we feel like, oh man, she just playing hard to get. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me try harder. Let me go harder. And a lot of times what we got to understand is, for one, when you don't have other women that you like on the same level, automatically you're going to come from a place of scarcity, because you're coming from a place of, oh, I'll never meet another chick like that. And that was my mentality for so many years. So when you're operating like that, it's hard for you to vet. Because, man, for me in the last 2 months, man, there's been so many women that I would love to deal with, but they just not giving me the energy I need. You know what I'm saying? Slow on the texting, not initiating no content. We done hung out 3 times. You know what I'm saying? It's things like that. You got to have standards for yourself. Because when a woman is interested in you and she likes you, she's going to reach out to you, because women love to connect. So I look for those type of things. And also too, as men, one thing that we can't neglect is the fact that you need experience. because part of vetting is having experience and knowing what to do and not what to do. But in these days, it's so hard to get experience because we know how women are. We know women want the top guys. And when I say that, I'm not talking about, I'm just generalizing. I'm generalizing, of course. But as a man, the focus needs to be to build ourselves up mentally, you know what I'm saying, swag wise, you know what I'm saying, everything. You're working out, more money, financially, spiritually, emotionally. We need to be improving on all those aspects so we can attract more women to us, so we can go on more dates. Because all this is really a numbers game. And like the great Michael Jordan said, I failed over and over in my life again, and that's why I succeed. So getting experience is key with women, because you're not going to meet a woman tomorrow and just naturally know what to do. It takes years of experience. You're going to have to get played. You're going to have to get manipulated. But see, for me at this point, my vetting, I like to try things out. I like to experience things to see what works for me. Because a lot of it is what works for you. But at the same time, you need to have principles and standards in a vetting process you can live by. And like what I mean by that is, are you a type of guy that likes to pay for expensive dates early on? I don't believe in that, because I feel like a date is meant for us to get to know each other, not for you to get to know my pockets. So if a woman is requiring me to take her to a 5-star restaurant on the first date, I know she's not a woman for me. I don't want a woman who thinks like that. So you have to know what you want as a man, but a lot of us don't know what we want. All we know that we want is that she got something fat back there and she got something big up here and she got a pretty face. We know we want that. But see, the thing is, that should just be the entry in the door. Y'all be making that like the whole house. Like, oh man, she got something fat back. You already seeing yourself with kids with her and doing this and doing that. And now you're not enjoying the moment because you in la la land. And that was me. I'm describing myself. Because for me, all it took was to have something fat back there, something big up here, a pretty face. And I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm going to get married to her, white picket fence and all. And it's the wrong mentality to have, because you blind yourself to what's going on. And a lot of us men, we just straight up, we blinded. I was blind for so many years. I was asleep. I couldn't see what was in front of me. I couldn't see that she didn't want me. And so many of us men, we mess with women that don't want us. And it just keeps happening. It's like the self-fulfilling prophecy. We meet a woman we want, she rejects us. We meet a woman she wants, she gives us the runaround. We pursue, she rejects us, friends on us. It's the same cycle. That happened to me. But the only way I got out that cycle was by focusing in on myself. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to prove myself on a date. You know what I'm saying? Coming from the mindset of, can this woman add value to my life? Can she make my life better? Because a lot of us are just straight up thirsty. We're thirsty. We coming from scarcity. So when you're thirsty and coming from scarcity, there's no way you'll be able to come from the standpoint of, okay, what can this woman do for me? How can this woman make my life better? See, here's what we got to understand, right? We want, us as men, for the most part, us masculine men, we want feminine women, right? So the way you're going to be able to identify a feminine woman for you is being able to fall back and watch her actions. Because what you got to understand is a woman is going to do what she's going to do. She's going to do what she's going to do regardless. So you have to be able to have a system to where you're allowing her to present her real self. How is she showing up? Is she engaged? Is she initiating? Is she showing up and participating? Is she making your life easier? You know what I'm saying? Is she nurturing? Is she what you want? What's her character like? What's her relationship with her family like? You know what I'm saying? Is she making it difficult? Is she putting obstacles in your way, or is she not putting obstacles in your way? Because if y'all didn't know by now, women move mountains for dudes that they like. Women make it easy for guys that they like. But when they don't like you, that's when it becomes difficult. And if you don't know those signs early on, you get caught up in that rat race. You get caught up in that trap. So again, I know y'all like, okay, so Josh, what's the cure to this? The cure is to work on yourself and to get more experience with women. You're gonna have to. The thing is with women, it's so many things that I can sit here and talk to you about, but until you go through it, you won't know. You gotta get played. I got played and manipulated for so many years. I struggled with women from the time I was in middle school, high school, a little bit of most of college, but at least in college, I was able to date a lot of women and get a lot of experience. And the thing is now, the hard part now is us men, we're not even getting dates like that. We're not even able to get experience. So the one time you get that date once a month, you fumble the bag. And now you're not gonna have another date for another whole month. But the cure to that is to work on yourself. Because as you build yourself up, you'll separate yourself from the pack. But the sum of the story is a vetting system is important because it allows you to identify the woman that's for you quicker instead of going through the pain and the heartaches. You know what I'm saying? You should never be compromising your morals and integrity and values just because she got something fat back there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you should always put yourself first. If a woman is making it difficult for you and she's giving you the runaround, like she's not trying to, like in a sense, like meet you in the middle. She's not trying to work with you. She's not reaching out to you. If she's not letting it be known she's interested too, that's when you back off. Because time tells the truth. Time will tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? When you back off, if you ain't heard from her, well, that lets you know she really wasn't that interested. And that's what you want women to do. I want a woman to show me that she's really interested or not. Now, of course, in the beginning as a man, you're going to have to pursue with most women. You know what I'm saying? But what is she doing after the second date? What is she doing after the third date? Is she reaching out? Or you the one that got to reach out? You know what I'm saying? Pay attention to those things. It's very important. Because if she's not initiating no type of contact with you by the third date, and you didn't pursue it and pay for all the dates early on, the non-expensive dates, of course, and she still hasn't even just hit you with a good morning text, is that somebody you want to be with? You know what I'm saying? I've done everything. I didn't reached out, planned the dates, checked in on you, did everything, but I can't even get a good morning. So for me, it may sound crazy, but I pay attention to those things. That's very important to me. Because how beginning of a relationship or situation or whatever y'all got, however that starts is how it's going to finish. So if you start out chasing somebody and you always trying to reach out to them, always trying to get them to be around you, she don't want to, when you do that, it's going to always be forced. So like I say on every video, man, at the end of the day, man, continue to focus on you. All right, guys, this is my video for today, man. I appreciate you guys as always. And guys, make sure you continue to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel.